police arrest a man they say is behind a string of random subway attacks after initially arresting someone else. Good evening. I'm Christine Johnson.
I'm Maurice Dubois. We begin here tonight with those new developments and new video of what police say is the suspect's most recent crime, an attack at a smoke shop in Brooklyn just last night.
CBS 2's Allie Bauman has been following the story, and she's live in Bushwick with more. Allie?
Well, Christina, Maurice, investigators believe the suspect who was arrested tonight is responsible for beating at least 6 women in Bushwick. Police initially arrested somebody else last week, but as the attacks continued, investigators realized they had the wrong guy. Tonight, I spoke over the phone with the victim in this most recent attack. She's an employee here and tells me physically she's okay, but mentally she's still recovering. Surveillance video shows a man pounce on a woman working behind the counter at the Sunflower Glass Company smoke shop on Wilson Avenue just after 5 p.m. Monday. He holds her down, punching the woman again and again, and when she tries to get up, he grabs her hair, trying to restrain the woman, even as she sends a message for help on her computer.
He honestly could have killed her. Like, when he had her in the chokehold right there.
The victim's co-worker tells us the suspect hangs outside the store often and even bought something from there earlier that day.
He would come by the store and, you know, linger around.
Tuesday, police arrested 29-year-old Khari Covington, charged with 8 counts of assaults as hate crimes and 1 count of robbery as a hate crime. Investigators now believe this same man is responsible for brutally beating at least 5 different women at the Morgan Avenue subway station since November. We spoke to one of the victims Monday.
That was my first thought after it happened to me, is I don't want this to happen to somebody else.
All of the victims have been women in their late 20s to early 30s, all the attacks random and unprovoked. Sources tell CBS 2 the suspect lives in a nearby homeless shelter and made statements to police about targeting certain types of women.
He was just crazy. He's just hurting people. It's just pure evil.
The man police initially arrested last week is 50-year-old Benny Watts, and all the charges against him have since been voided. Some of the victims tell me they are relieved this suspect, Khari Covington, is now in custody and hope this puts an end to the string of attacks. We're live in Bushwick, Brooklyn. Allie Bauman, CBS 2 News.
All right, Allie, thank you.
What's up, everybody? It's Elan Jones, and I'm back with another rather depressing story about a maniac who was targeting light-skinned women specifically. So this man lived in a homeless shelter nearby, and he assaulted women in the area. He attacked 11 women, and people were really hard on the police department because they took really, really long to act and to get this guy. And they're being really light on people who commit crimes that they should really be locked up for. The community took it upon themselves to do certain things to help with the situation. They knew that there was this guy on the loose. Businesses were closing early. People volunteered to walk women to their destination if it was late at night from the train station. And they've done other things to try to keep the women safe, but it kept happening. So the victims were different races. We haven't seen all 11, but some are Asian, some are, I think, white, some are Latina. There are different races, right? So a lot of white people believe that light-skinned is now being used as a sort of euphemism for the word white. So initially, when I heard the story, I was, when I got past how terrible it is, I was kind of relieved that they actually put it out there, that he was targeting light-skinned women. They actually brought light to the story. And then I saw that situation and it worried me because I thought this might not have anything to do with light-skinned women at all. So what does that mean for light-skinned women who are assaulted like this, like for real, in real life, on a regular basis? What does that mean for justice for light-skinned women? I suppose the best we can hope for is some sort of protection and some sort of legal action and recognition by proxy. If you want to call white women light-skinned, hey, that means if something happens to a light-skinned woman, it could still be put out there, light-skinned. And this is until light-skinned people can get together and figure out what they're going to do about the situation that they're in, how they're going to handle situations like these. So I did want to talk about how people from this platform handled this story. Up on the screen, you're going to see a few comments, a comment thread, and the initial comment was from a light-skinned woman who was triggered by this story. This story is about her. It's about people in her image. It's about her. It's alarming to hear that light-skinned women, quote unquote, are being targeted, that someone admitted to targeting light-skinned women, and it's being charged as a hate crime. That concerns light-skinned women. But there were women who are not light-skinned who pretty much dehumanized her and made her feel like she has no place in the conversation. And at the end of it all, what ended up happening? She apologizes for being human, for having feelings, for responding to an article that is about people in her image, for responding to something that made her feel a sense of danger. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments, and I'll catch you in my next video.